So it is pouring on our hike. Yeah, that's really cool. Camping trip gone wrong. Good morning, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, May 17th, and I wanted to do a little intro for today's YouTube vlog. I'm going to New Hampshire this weekend, and I'm going camping, and then I'm going hiking tomorrow with two of my sisters, Alexa and Tess. I am so excited. We've planned this trip like a month and a half ago maybe, and I've just been looking forward to it ever since. I'm so excited to just spend time in nature, also spend time with my sisters and do something fun, get hiking again. I'm excited to have a little like vacation away from Rhode Island. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, so I decided I wanted to vlog it and have the memory of it and share it with YouTube. Today's plan is, it's about 8:55. I just got back from a 3-mile easy run. I wanted to keep it easy the day before the hike. So I did my long run yesterday on Friday, and I ran 7 miles, and then I did 3 miles at a super easy pace today. I'll put the splits right here on the screen. And so I'm back from that. It's like misting, so I'm getting all wet right now standing out here, but it's okay. And I'm going to get ready for work super quick and then go to work. I have like a really short shift, like 4 hours. I'm working from like 10:30 to 2:30 or 10:30 to 2-ish. And then my sisters are gonna pick me up and we're gonna drive to New Hampshire. So not going to be showing much of my day today until we actually get to New Hampshire, but I just wanted to introduce the vlog now when I was alone and I had a little bit of time to kind of explain how my weekend's gonna go. I will catch back up with you later when I'm like in New Hampshire, but welcome to today's vlog and keep watching. We made it to New Hampshire and now we're at our campsite and we're setting up our tent. And this is, what would you call this?
This is our 10-foot cover tent. This is the tent that goes over the tent.
Tent that goes over the tent, and then we're gonna set up our tent and then we're gonna set a fire and then have dinner.
All right, Claire, can you help me lift that?
So current situation is it's downpouring, like torrentially downpouring. I just went to the bathroom because there are bathrooms at our campsite and we have set up our tent, but it is downpouring, so definitely no chance we're having a fire tonight. And yeah, we'll figure it out, I guess. We always do. It's also thundering and lightning. So there you go.
We're safe and warm in the tent. Well, warm would be, comfortable would be an exaggeration because we are all a little bit damp and moist. But we're safe. We're gonna eat gift thawed chicken nuggets. We can't cook them on the fire, but they are thawed now. So they're thawed. We got crushed apple cider donuts. We have an exorbitant amount of pasta salad. We'll be good. We'll be great. We're gonna be great.
That's what's going on.
Nuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost. No,
You
like
just
what's
say
the one where
anything.
we say like good night to
Oh, and then you put your finger down if it's good night.
if it's you,
Okay,
I guess.
you go first.
Good night to stomach and side sleepers.
Good night to someone who has traveled outside the country.
Good night to distance runners. I'm missing.
Good night to someone who's been to Noah Con.
Oh. Good night to people that love pickles.
Good night to someone, actually, good night to people who have warmed up food with a lighter.
You could do one more. I'll
No,
do one
you
more
do
to get
one.
you out. Good night to people who fell victim to the sunbum hair lightener.
Jeez. I was gonna say goodnight to someone who's hit someone with their car. But then I thought that was mean. But whatever, I guess I'll say it. Anyways, that's it. Good night. That's a wrap on Saturday.
Well, I also feel like it's funny because that's definitely got to apply to a viewer or two.
The only
like Amelia did that. Also, I feel like that was...
Pearson has hit someone with her car.
No, the hair lightener.
Oh,
it's
true.
funny because it definitely applies to other people in our generation. I feel like a lot of us did that.
I was gonna say Zoe watches these, Maggie watches these, and Anna watches these.
Those are your 3 consistent viewers.
Yeah, and
shout out Anna, Zoe, and Maggie. You guys are realist.
Yeah. Okay. Good night. Hi. Good morning. I look a little rough, but I just woke up. It's like 6:40-ish. I woke up like 10 minutes ago. I will say my sleep was a little bit rough. Not like... I did actually sleep. Like, as soon as I fell asleep, I stayed sleeping pretty much. I did wake up like a few times. Just like rolling around was really uncomfortable and stuff. We don't have like any type of pad in between our sleeping bag and the tent. So I think that made for a kind of sore night of rest. But it's okay. But we made do. We also stayed up so late just like telling stories, and my sisters told me horror stories about the camp that they used to go to, and I'm like perplexed because no one was able to tell me until like now, like a lot of just like bad things, because I was a kid when they actually happened, and so they had to keep it from me, and so I was like horrified. I'm walking to the bathroom now, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom and kind of just like wash my face and stuff, and in a little bit my sisters will wake up and we're gonna get ready for our hike. Also, it was pouring for a really long time last night. We never got to have a fire or anything, but the rain did stop sometime in the middle of the night, and honestly it was really sweet to like fall asleep to the noise of rain and just the noise of nature, because there's also a stream that runs through this whole campground. So that was really nice to be in nature for real. But now, waking up, there are a lot of puddles, but it's not raining anymore and the sky is blue. So that is awesome. I unfortunately have no paper towels in here, so I guess my face is just gonna air dry. I'm currently organizing up all my food that I'm bringing on the hike, so I'll show you what I'm working with. This is kind of some food: granola, almonds, and dried pineapple that I separated into like small bags. And then I have peanut butter crackers in this little Hoka fanny pack, and this is where I'm packing all my food. And then this is all the food that we brought, so I have a lot to choose from. We're about to get started.
We're ready to go.
This is my little camelback, and I also have Hoka fanny pack.
This brand of my bag is a Solomon, but then I have a camelback bladder.
Okay. And I have my boots.
And I have Merrell's.
So this hike is called Mount Moosilauke, or that's the mountain, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're taking the Ridge Trail to George Brook.
And it's about 11 miles.
Ridge Trail, perhaps?
It's about 11 miles, and it's a loop. And I really want to get moving because I am feeling a little chilly.
We're just waiting on Alexa per use.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Okay. That's all. So it is pouring on our hike, just to be real. like genuinely pouring. I'm freezing. My hands are frozen. Guys, what are we doing right now? What is game plan? What is it's frigid. Guys, hey vlog. It's currently pretty rainy again. This is Alexa. Tess is up front. We're all pretty soaked. We put some, yeah, it's very wet. We put some hot hand things in our gloves, so I'm not as cold anymore, which is good. And we're actually fairly close to our car. I don't know. But that's how the hike is going. I think I'm going to title this video the video Camping Trip Gone Wrong and make it like hella clickbait, and maybe it'll get famous.
Singing whoa,
Sing whoa,
way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh,
way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh,
way oh, way oh,
way oh, way oh,
way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh,
way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh.
Now that's the end of the song.
Now that's the end of the song.
And it wasn't very long.
And it wasn't very long.
Now that's the end of the song.
Now that's the end of the song.
And it wasn't very long.
And it wasn't very long.
Singing whoa,
Sing whoa,
way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh,
way oh, way oh, way oh, way oh.
While I'm operating the table, got it. Are you trying to do that, or do you want to? Seems I'm not alone in being alone.
Hey vlog, we're on the ride home. Well, we're gonna go to like a gas station or a Walmart and try to like dry off a bit because
explained the like
it's a little cold.
craziness of the situation.
Yeah, I guess that would be a good thing
it's
to
a vlog
update. Not particularly.
I feel like the vlog needs some context.
So we were supposed to hike Mount Moosilauke, and
which we did do.
yes, we were on the mountain. So it was supposed to be around 11 miles of a hike, and 3.5 miles in, we like stopped to pause for lunch. And we were just eating our lunch, just like good old natured fun. And we were sitting on these rocks, and it did pour last night. So like everything's a little wet, but like it wasn't actually actively raining. And so it was fine. And then it did start actively pouring. And like we were getting a little chilly as we were eating, but then the pouring really like set it off. Like our hands got numb, whatever. And we just kind of were like contemplating our options. Like, you know, should we just keep continuing on? But we didn't really have enough service to like check our phones and be like, well, what's the weather looking like for the rest of the day? And so we just ultimately had to come to the tough decision to ultimately had to come to the tough decision to just quit the hike. We just had to quit the hike.
The best choice because it did continue to rain.
So yeah, then we turned back around. You know, obviously the way down was a little quicker than the way up, which was, you know, blessed. And yeah, and then unfortunately with about 2 miles left to go, it did start downpouring again. And so we just, yeah, we finally made it back to the car, but we have been being rained on for a while. And the situation is like the car's pretty packed to the brim, and for some reason we didn't bring rain jackets, we didn't bring towels, we didn't really bring many extra clothes either, so we're just gonna figure it out. I realized I never really gave a proper ending to this YouTube vlog. This is probably one of the most chaotic vlogs I've ever done. The camping trip and the hiking just didn't go as planned. I don't think anything that happened went as planned. So it was thundering and lightning the first night. It was downpouring on us when we were hiking. My Raynaud's was like acting up. I was freezing cold. My hands were so dysfunctional because they were completely numb. And that's kind of where I left it off. The last bit of the trip was we went to this random gas station and we walked in soaking wet, like with no shoes on. Like it was pretty humbling experience. And we bought trash bags and like towels and food, and we all went into the one single stall bathroom, my sisters and I, and we changed up. And I'm not gonna say we got warm because we definitely weren't the most comfortable, but we kind of like reorganized the car, put all the wet stuff in trash bags, and tried to like reorganize, regroup, and then we just drove home. And I honestly slept for most of the car ride home, and the car ride home was weird because it was like sunny, but then it would start pouring again, and then it would get super cloudy. Like, it was just really weird weather. We honestly got terrible weather the entire trip. It honestly sucked that we happened to schedule this weekend, and then of course the weather was bad, but it's okay. And like by the end of the hike too, like my sisters and I were just like kind of committing to the bit. Like, it was pouring rain, but we were like singing camp songs and like singing funny songs and like dancing, even though we were like freezing cold and wet. And honestly, one life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Wherever you go, there you are. We just had to make the best of it. But yeah, I slept most of the ride home. We stopped at the Common Man and I got a veggie wrap. I'll put it here on the screen. It was really yummy, and I want to get into like a wrap making grind. Like, I want to start making wraps for lunch or like dinner, but I'm always so bad at making them. I always try to wrap them and then they fall apart. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. It wasn't really what I was expecting the camping trip to be like. I thought I was gonna get like the most aesthetic Instagram photos and post for the first time on Instagram, and like a cute like hiker granola girl post. Like, that's what I was envisioning this weekend. Did not go like that, but you know, not everything goes as planned. And honestly, the time that I spent with my sisters was still really sweet. Like, on Saturday night we stayed up for so long just chatting, and just, it was fun. Like, the conversations, the camaraderie, it was fun. So that's the YouTube vlog. Thank you for watching.